Today we're talking about Grand Blue Fantasy, the gacha I've been playing that took all my money and has me going through a crisis over fake women! Ah! Okay, now let's talk about something that's actually fun. Grand Blue Dreaming. Meet Iori, a young adult heading into university in a town away from home. His uncle offered him a place to stay while he goes to school, and where he discovers his uncle owns a diving shop. He also comes to learn that this is where his university's dive club is held at. Iori then takes interest in joining the dive club, and from there they go on awesome diving adventures. Yup, this is a diving anime, where they see the majestical beauties of the deep blue and a huge variety of awesome sea creatures. Yeah!
So that was a fucking lie.
So rather than getting a face full of the ocean, he actually starts off by getting a face full of cock instead. Yeah, welcome to Peekaboo, the intercollegiate diving club. The club Iori actually refuses to join at first, since it's just a club full of dude bros that get pissed drunk and butt naked all the time. But with the help of a little peer pressure, he too begins to partake in their wacky drinking antics. And from there, the show is essentially just the fun, everyday lives of them fucking around in uni, with more drinking parties, doing dumb shit, trying to get laid, and having a good old time, and it's all pretty entertaining.
Hey, wait, but where's the diving? I thought this was a diving anime. I've been bamboozled. Clickbaited.
Fucking good. Who wants to actually watch a show about diving? Shit's boring to watch. If you want to go look at sea animals in water, then go to your local Red Lobster. What's the big deal? No one gives a shit. Okay, I'm being a bit of an asshole. The characters actually do like diving, obviously, and probably should be the main point of the diving club, but damn do they have their priorities set differently. They do go diving sometimes, but if we refer to the pie chart here, I would honestly say they really don't. Like I was saying, it's about them having a fun time in uni, but that doesn't mean it happens in the way that they expected, because in the first place, everybody came into this post-secondary school with some sort of expectations, whether it's to have a normal school life, to live out your ideal youth, to actually do club activities, or to get a harem of high school girls. And, well, you guessed it, almost none of this happens for the characters. And similarly, their day-to-day lives also don't usually go as expected, which gets them wrapped up in all sorts of shit. Like the time Iori said he couldn't stay up drinking because he needs to wake up for orientation in time, and his bros say, "Don't worry, we got you." And bam, half naked on the first day in front of everyone. But hey, at least he made it in time. This show's got this sort of expectations versus reality type of flow to it that it plays into really well, and it honestly never really gets boring for me. And it's nicely complemented with the characters this show has too. Iori's like the evolution of your generic anime protagonist who slowly starts to give less fucks over time about being reserved, in many ways. But he's still a pretty nice guy. Kinda. Kyohei is another new member of the club, and one that's a massive degenerate weeb. Just like you, viewer. Though when he's not being a weeb, he's usually either partying or getting into stupid shit alongside Iori. Tokita and Kotobuki are the chads of the club, who always usually get the party started no matter who, what, when, where, or why. They're also big shit disturbers, who usually are the ones that are starting up the antics for the others in the first place. But they're still homies nonetheless. Chisa is a girl in the club who actually wants to go diving. Who is also the foil to the gang's antics by giving them the stink eye for always wagging around their peepees. Though it seems like Iori's the only one that actually cares what she thinks, cause I guess he wants to pipe her. Hey! No! Oh, never mind. We good. Now there's Nanako, who, wants to fuck her sister Chisa. You always gotta sneak it in there, don't you? Bad! Looking past the incense, the dynamic and interactions between all the characters are just great, and get even better as more of them get introduced. Seems like they all genuinely loved hanging out together and getting drunk with the homies for fun times. They sort of just give in to their sheer goofiness as well, which looks to be what they have the most fun doing, even if some of them don't want to admit it. Though, warning, I don't think anyone should have their same idea of fun in regards to getting naked. Don't want to catch a case. Now I know, when it comes to the type of party culture this show has going, some people might be a little adverse to it. Usually folks that were probably binging Orimo while their classmates were partying, or the ones that played Xbox while their crush was getting pile-drived. And I get it, you might be a bit sour like this individual here. The story centers around this youngster party crew where all women are fan service and men are even worse. These folks are so bland and boring, they can't have fun without alcohol and being naked, so they drink it and party and act into disgusting ways. And I'm not gonna read the rest of this, but you get the point. It comes off as them being bitter rather than having actual sincere criticism. Like, it's okay, man, simmer down. Go have your chalky milk and go to bed. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, don't be like this, and just come into it with an open mind. It's like how Kotobuki says, as long as you're interested, you should reject things without giving them a try. Unless it's being naked. Again, please do not do this. Also, going back a bit, let's be real here. While you can have fun without alcohol, usually in life the funniest shit happens when alcohol is somehow involved. And it's honestly pretty refreshing to actually get drunk funny moments in an anime. In a lot of other shows in the medium, they usually gotta get drunk by accidentally eating whiskey chocolates or getting drunk off the atmosphere? Fucking what? In addition to having a lot of funny ass moments, it's also got some of the best visual humor I've seen from any anime or manga. The faces they use in the series are so insanely hilarious looking and varied depending on the situation. I like them so much that I always use them as reaction images when conversing with my fellow Discord friends. Though this is sorta where I want to recommend the manga more because of the sheer fucking detail they draw into some of these faces. And plus there's just more of it, but the anime does a good enough job. Anyway, that's all I really have to say. Go watch the diving anime Grand Blue Dreaming. Now, if you'll excuse me, I myself will be heading off to partake in cracking a cold one with the boys. Oh, fuck. Not again.